It is Friday, January 10th, 2020. It's been about a week since I have uploaded a video. I've been on a little bit of a buying spree, and I've got some other things going on I'm really excited about, so I want to go ahead and post a video. In my last, I think it was my last video, maybe 2 videos ago, I mentioned that I thought I was about like a week away from getting back down in here and start lifting. I haven't lifted since the beginning of October because of my shoulders, and they've been feeling much better since then, but I really don't want to push it, so I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to try to do some more stretching, some more rehab. Again, I really don't want to make it worse. I don't want to go back to where it was. So that actually leads me into my first purchase, which is this. It is a foam roller. I have another foam roller. It's just not as long as this. And a lot of the exercises I've seen for shoulder rehab requires you to lay on a foam roller. Like this kind of goes parallel to your spine. And then you reach back kind of over your head and stretch up over your head. But it really needs to be long enough to support from like your lower spine all the way up to your head. And the one I had was just not long enough. This is only $20 at Walmart. Obviously I still have the wrapper on it, so I have not used it yet. Shame on me. I plan to start on that today. Let's see, another purchase. Well, right after my last video, or actually during my last video, the UPS truck came and delivered that barbell rack stand. And at the time I said that I was looking to get into free weights, or when I got back into lifting, I wanted to do some more free weight lifting. In particular, I was looking for a barbell, maybe some rack stands that I could do some squatting on and bench press. I was also looking for a curl bar. I'd like both of them to be Olympic weights, use the Olympic weights. The curl bar that I have uses standard weights, and I kind of like to move completely over to Olympic weights. Anyway, I started to research barbells in particular, and what I kept finding was complaints of people saying that their barbell was like bent or damaged in shipping, and I can kind of understand that. You know, I think the standard is like 7 foot, so you're shipping a 7-foot bar. You know, and I could see how it could easily get damaged in shipping. And you know, I know if you buy from a reputable company, you buy from Amazon, it's pretty easy to return things, but I kind of didn't want to go through the hassle. So I said, well, why don't I look online and see if I can find somebody selling one used, because that way, you know, I can go see the quality, I can transport it myself, maybe save a little bit of money. Anyway, so I started looking around online. I found somebody who was about 10 or 15 minutes away. It's just the next town over. They were actually selling a Smith machine. I know that's not free weights, but also I was it last year I got rid of my Smith machine that was rusting and falling apart. But anyway, it turned out to be a deal that was like too good to be true. They were selling a Smith machine. It's made by Proform with a bench. The bench is really sturdy. The equipment is in really nice condition. The bench has a preacher curl attachment to it, which I really want. I've wanted a preacher curl set up for a while now. The one downside is that the bench doesn't decline quite as far as my old one did, but I think I can get around that. They were also including a curl bar. I'll show you. So this is the curl bar here. You can see it's Olympic size and is in my rack stand there. But what really made the deal too good to be true is this. They were including weights. So these are 2 45-pound plates, 4 25-pound plates, 4 10-pound plates, 4 5-pound plates, and 2 2.5-pound plates. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with weights and the cost of plates, but I've always found them to be pretty expensive. You know, I guess retail maybe like $1 a pound, but you know, you can usually find them used for less than that. Anyway, it just sounds like a great deal to me. Something I just couldn't pass up. So I went ahead and went for it. The problem is fitting a Smith machine in this room. This room is only 10 by 12. I just don't think I am going to have the room. That's going to kind of lead me into the next thing I want to talk about. But you can see, I've got, this is my leverage squat machine. I've got this, which is a pull-up rack. I've actually had to take the pull-up bar off because I can't fit it in here. But you know, at least I can do dips and leg raises. And then over here is my universal. So I just don't see how I'm going to fit all this equipment in here. But before I get to that, this was another purchase. It's a rowing machine, which is actually right now doubling as my camera stand. I have wanted a rowing machine for a long time, and I saw this deal come up, and I don't know if I believe the original retail value. It said the original retail value was $400. It was on sale for $160. That's about what I had left in Amazon gift cards for Christmas. So I just jumped on it. And I'm really excited about this because, like I said, I've wanted a rowing machine for a long time, and I feel like that's such a great winter activity, something I can do inside. You know, I feel like the treadmill gets kind of old, and so does the bike. This would be something completely new. I've never owned one before. I really can't wait to set this up. I think I can set this up in this room before trying to do something with the Smith machine. So that's going to happen within the next few days. This weekend I'm going to be setting up this rowing machine. That leads me into my next thing, which is my project. Since this room is so small and I kind of want to keep all of this equipment, I'm really not looking to get rid of anything and now introduce a Smith machine. I thought about trying to expand this room. I can expand. I could take down the walls, and I mean, it's we live in a really old house. It's a really old basement. This room does look like a dungeon, but you should see the rest of the basement. Like this looks like a palace compared to the rest of the basement. So it would require a lot of work for me to try to expand this and make it bigger. I came up with an idea. We also have a walk-up basement. A walk-up attic. We have been collecting junk in our attic for 20 plus years. It is just a mess. It's never been usable space. We've been talking about cleaning it out. Well, I had this idea. Well, then why don't I clean it out and maybe take half of it and convert it into a gym? And when I took measurements, I mean, this room is 10 by 12. So with the sloped, you know, the roof line, I'm not going to get full space, but I think I can get a usable area that may be like 14 by 10. And, you know, that doesn't sound like a lot of space. It's only like 2 extra feet, but having it longer rather than more square just feels like it would work better. I feel like I could kind of line up the equipment better. Yeah. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. But we're gonna be months away from that. It's gonna take us a while just to clean out the attic, get rid of stuff or sell stuff, whatever we're gonna to do. And then I need to. I do actually already have electric run up there, but I need to do, you know, insulation and drywall and probably lighting and who knows what else. But anyway, that's my project, and that again, I'm probably looking at 6 months or longer that whole thing takes place. So in the meantime, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Smith machine. I may try to squeeze things in here. I could block that door, and just kind of climb through, or relocate the door maybe. I don't really know. Hopefully I'll figure it out. So that's my project. Anyway, challenge. I have come up with a new challenge. I think it was 2 videos ago. I mentioned my weight. I did a weight update, and at the time, I think I weighed 173, maybe 173.6. Today I weigh 174.2. So I'm up roughly a half a pound. Not a big deal. But between last video and this video, I did one of them roller coaster things. I think I shot all the way up to close to 180. It was like 178 or 179. I have brought it back down to now where I am. I am where I was about a week ago. But when I was looking at my chart, I realized that I am just under, for January 10th, I'm just under the weight that I was January 10th of 2017, which was my first initial weight loss, my first weight loss here on YouTube. And that just spawned an idea. I said, well, why don't I challenge myself to see if I can keep my weight under that black line, my weight charted line for 2017. And it's actually kind of a scary challenge. That may sound weird to say it's scary, but I'm coming off December where I did a lot of eating with my walking challenge, a lot of drinking. I had no filter. I had no breaks, and I got away with it. And I think that's kind of why my weight shot up last week, and I'm not as low as you think I would be at this point. It's been, it's really a mental thing. I really have to get in a better mental state. And I think, it's easy to view this as simply a weight loss challenge, but I view it more as a mental challenge, because I'm going to have to get myself back to that place mentally to be able to keep up or stay under what my weight loss was in 2017. And it's scary, because right now I have feelings that I want to keep cheating on some foods, and I'll work it off, that kind of thing. So I have that I gotta let go, kind of, and yeah, it's but I'm really excited at the same time, because I feel like if I challenge myself, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get myself to that place, and I'm gonna do it. I honestly don't know that I'm gonna be able to keep my weight under that black line, so that's not really the ultimate goal. I could see myself hitting it or going above slightly. What I'm gonna say, the real challenge, the real end goal is February 28th. So February 28th of 2017 was when I said that I was stopping the weight loss part of my diet, and I transitioned into, at the time I said it was going to be muscle building, but what I actually did is I turned it into like a weight maintenance. So I lost weight, and then I kind of leveled off. What I really want to do is by February 28th to be at a weight that is better than I've been on February 28th over the past 3 years. So I'd like to be under my black line, my orange line, and my red line by February 28th. That's really my ultimate goal. I don't know if I'm going to stay under the black line the whole time. But anyway, so that's my new challenge. Technically, my challenge started last week when I started to realize that I was creeping up to the black line, and I really wanted to stay under it. Just kind of announcing it now. That's what I'm going to do going forward. I'm probably not going to go into detail on the food that I'm eating or all of the exercise. I am going to be counting calories. That's what I do. I play the calorie game. That's what's worked for me in the past. I'm not coming on saying that you have to do that or anything like that. That's just me. So you know, if you're curious as to what I'm doing or how I'm losing weight, just know that I'm focusing on calories and I'm playing the calorie game. Whether it means reducing what I eat or increasing my activity, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Anyway, this video is gonna get long, or is already long, so I'm gonna cut it there. I would like to post some videos over the weekend as like kind of part of getting into my challenge, and maybe more going forward. I haven't really figured that out yet. So I will say I'll see you next time, but I might see you tomorrow.